Hi guys, I'm Mike Patey. I love to build wild flying machines. Today we're going to talk about Draco, the one I destroyed. It's physics, math, and engineering. Machine it, draft it, build it, test it, break it. Every time something new gets built, the entire world advances. Laying in bed at night, it's designing new parts, designing new suspension, designing new wings. The greatest adventure I ever had has got to be the trip to Alaska and the Southeast Toll competition. All right, guys, we're in Boise, Idaho. Ron Clark, my friend, and I are running to Alaska for the Alaska Airman Show and then Valdez Toll. So it's a bucket list item of mine. I'm so excited. I'm gonna pull the power back, slow it down to probably 170 miles an hour, get some long range, save some money, and make my way to Alaska. So I'll go up somewhere near Seattle tonight. I'll jump Canada tomorrow and go all the way up to Anchorage tomorrow. So here to Anchorage, we'll be there before dark tomorrow and we'll play along the way. See ya. We flew from Utah up to Washington area. Coming over the central west US. We had to go to 22,000 feet to clear some tops, but no problem. Got up there, got above it, drug the wheels in the clouds. It was an awesome flight. Went over to Seattle, said hi to a friend, hopped up here to Bellingham, and the temperature's got to be 70 degrees, perfect, calm. I flew over so many islands. I need to go pirate them and land them all someday. I got to find someone who knows what they're doing and go hit them all. But it's a beautiful place. And tomorrow we go off to Alaska, so I'm super pumped. See you guys there. Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. Also, if you haven't already done it, pick up your plane tag, a piece of Draco, the plane I crashed by making one bad choice in a bad windy day. We hope you can pick one up for yourself, for other people you love in general aviation, so that every time they grab the key to their favorite plane and start that plane up, they're holding a piece of the plane I wrecked by making a bad decision. And remind them who's waiting for them to come home. Make good choices. Flying can wait. And also, by buying that tag, you're giving money back to the Patey First Flight program to help people who may not be able to afford general aviation get their first start, their first flight experience. We love you guys. We appreciate it. Check it out, MikePatey.com. Back to work. We checked to see where we'd land in Canada on the way to Alaska. And as I was checking, I quickly found that even though there was a headwind going to Alaska, Draco's giant fuel tank add-ons were just perfect. We could just leapfrog all of Canada straight to Alaska and just file IFR and not even have to land, clear customs, do all the paperwork. So Ron and I just loaded up a bunch of food and took off, filed IFR. That was the beginning of probably one of the greatest, most memorable adventures of my entire life. We took the coastline route. We decided we wanted to be on the ocean, kind of thinking, maybe we'll see some fish, birds, a little more wildlife, and just see the ocean coast. And on the way up, we saw big pods of whales. And it was like, cancel the IFR once we got over Canada, dropped all the way down on the deck, and we flew along the shore, watching whales breach, wildlife everywhere, all kinds of animals. And it was just like we were on a safari in the sky over the most beautiful country I've ever seen. Our first stop was on an island. The runway is literally down this little island, and then you take a ferry boat across. We ferried into a small town. And we had just like fish and chips on the coast and looking out over the water and just thinking, my gosh, is this real?
Oh my gosh, today is so good. We were flying all over cliffs, waters, oceans, animals everywhere. Life is great. We are in Ketchikan. I gotta look at the sign. We're in Ketchikan. The approach here is so cool. Come right down over the mountains, right over the ocean. Right now we have a great little 5-knot breeze right down the pipe. So, man, I love this. This is so cool. Cruise ships, oceans, birds, animals. Life's awesome! Let's go, we gotta take off.
Building this crazy plane and then taking it across the country, taking it all over the US, and now starting this journey through Alaska, unbelievable. I'm sure I got videos of some of this stuff. It's not gonna do it justice. It wasn't even real. Mind completely blown. Some beautiful country.
We're in Alaska. We got some friends here, best tug customers. We're gonna jump in this helicopter and go see some of the most beautiful places on Earth. We're gonna have a blast, so we'll take some footage and I'll show you a little later. But usually I say, let's get back to work. Let's go flying. Alright guys, oh my gosh, we are in Alaska, flying some glaciers, got a helicopter, we got a carbon cub, Mark and Jason and friends. Does it get any better than this? Are you kidding me? No runway required, giant ice glaciers with like 80-foot cracks going down in them and deeper. Perfect. I don't know what to say, but wow. All right, guys, this is the coolest town I think I've ever landed. I haven't even gone inside yet. I just found out I'm here in Talkeetna, Alaska, probably the most enthusiast group or town of aviators on the planet. And to give you an idea, with a town of only 800 people, there's 222 planes. So if you look around, first of all, it's trees, green. I must have flew past thousands of lakes. You got beavers and otters and bush planes, big tire planes, and the most beautiful place I've flown in yet, and I'm starving. So I'm gonna go meet some of this big giant aviation family. I'm super excited, grab a bite to eat. I heard that the mayor of the town is a cat. So I'm gonna go meet the mayor, the cat. I'm not even sure it's actually officially a town, but they made a cat the mayor. This is my kind of place. Let's go. Before the competition, there was the air show, and we took Draco into a booth.
And it took me 10 years to find the last one ever made on the planet, serial number 24 of 24 of that version. When I finally got an opportunity to buy it, I took it, and that's what turned into Draco. So.
When you said, what chose you to build Draco, I thought he wanted an airplane as ugly as him. And then I thought, wait.
True story. Thank you so much for coming out and saying hi. We love you guys.
It was unbelievable. I had no idea how many people were following along this crazy build of Draco, and it was just hundreds and thousands of people came to see the plane, say hi, take pictures, climb up in it, talk to me about this crazy build. I was just blown away. Great people. Everyone in Alaska, you're like family. Thank you for all that. And it's just amazing. The aviation community is just amazing. So we finish up this great event, this great air show, and we have some more time left over, and we decide we're gonna go do some backcountry flying. And so Ron and I jumped in and we started just going to all these famous trips we've seen on other people's videos, up the Knik, onto different lakes, different sandbars, gravel bars. Better than this. It doesn't get any better than this. We're in Alaska, in the Knik. Up there's the glacier, big mountains. We got Draco. We got a bunch of planes. We got another one coming into land right here. Airplanes everywhere. He makes that look so easy. So we went out with a couple planes, a float plane, Carbon Cub, and another Carbon Cub and Draco. And we found this unbelievable sand beach right off the breaking waves, the ocean, and then these huge ice glaciers that just towered over us. And we were flying, we went, there's a landing spot, of course. Sand beaches, ice glaciers, water. And we went in and dropped in and landed there. Me and the other Carbon Cub, Corey was there. I got Ron in the plane with me. And then Cub Crafters float plane came and pulled up onto the beach. And we just stopped and hung out on a beach on near an ice glacier. All right, we're still in Alaska. I don't ever want to go. And I guess it's the Knik River. I know it's the Knik Canyon. We got the glacier up top. Is it called the Knik Glacier? The Knik Glacier, the Knik River, the Knik Canyon. Is there a Knik Mountain? Oh, okay, there's Knik River, Glacier, Canyon. And there's icebergs and it's awesome. I'm gonna go take Draco and cars go a little low and slow down the pass. Life doesn't get any better.
And it was magical, just landing anywhere. Soft sand, smooth as silk, lots of room. We had a little problem. It almost cost us not being able to do the STOL competition.
All right, we just landed in Valdez, well, outside of Valdez, up against a glacier on some rocks. We got a glacier over there, glacier over there. If you look out there in the water, see that bright blue iceberg out there? Some of these icebergs apparently are just breaking off, and that has been frozen for over 1 million years. So it's finally turning back into water after 1 million years. I don't know, I think that's really cool. I don't really understand it, but apparently it's been crushed so hard and so long that all the oxygen's out. Something to do with that makes it blue. I don't have any idea, but I like it. Anyway, we're gonna go fly around. We finally got some more Alaska mud all over the Alaska Bushwheels, which is awesome. We're gonna go find some more mud. Let's go play.
On the way out's when we had the problem. We went to take off, we cleared the area, there was nothing visible, just sand, few rocks here and there, but nothing where we were taking off. And as we got going, about most of the way through the ground roll, right before rotation, that tail wheel was down in the sand. And it found a rock under the sand, and it cratered it and exploded the back tire, caved the rim inward. I lifted off and called back and asked, you know, what did I hit? What was it? How did it look? They said it was just your tail wheel. The plane looks great. I mean, it just was a bang, and then we're airborne. And I'm thinking, what? I don't know what I hit. So I was happy to hear it was my tail wheel took a rock out of the deep sand.
Alright guys, so I'm doing touch and goes on this absolutely beautiful place, one of the most beautiful places I've ever landed. And on one of the takeoffs, got up on the wheels, brought the tail down to launch, and I found the only big giant rock that was actually mostly buried under the ground and never even saw it. I just timed it exactly perfect or not perfect. I'm not sure which, but I blew my rear tire out on the rock, and the other side has a dent about that big in it. So I'll fly out of here flat. It's no big deal. I'll just pick up the tail, fly the tail out. No problem, go back. But I got a competition tomorrow. So I gotta get back in time to next day air, and then get it here, and then get it on the plane. So cross our fingers, or I'll fly with flat tire on the tail, no big deal. Let's go play.
I hope you guys are liking the video of Draco. I know we're jumping back in time to put this footage out. I'm super excited about it because when we're done with the footage of what Draco did before I crashed it, we're gonna dive into the building of the new Draco X. So on this video, I smashed that tire. On the next video, I'll show you what I had to do to get it going because parts weren't available. The competition was coming. I hope you follow along. And if you haven't already, pick up your little Draco tags. The piece of Draco that I crashed, I cut up in pieces to help all of you remember. Any of us can make a mistake. I made a huge mistake. It could have cost me my life. Put it on your flight bags, maybe on the keychain to your plane. Remind yourself, maybe you shouldn't fly this time. Double check that weather, double check that plane. Do a good pre-flight, make good choices. We want to make sure all of you are here a long time to come and that I get to say hi to you at the next aviation show, air park, whatever we're doing. We love you guys. Back to work.